Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another Glacial Geek Battle Report. I am Phil, the Glacial Geek, coming to you here from Tier 1 Cards and Games in Anchorage, Alaska, where I will be facing a 2,000-point battle with my Dark Angels versus Tada's Salamanders. So the story that we have going on here is that the two chapters were sent to a planet to try to eradicate an Eldar incursion that had occurred. The two forces fighting side by side and eliminating the Xenos threat and driving them off planet. After the battle, both sides got together and some friendly jives as to who did a better job and who's better at basically defending the honor of the Emperor went back and forth, and soon words started to hurt a little. Got through those AP1 words, got through the armor a little bit and pissed each other off. So they decided to throw down and show once and for all who the true defenders of the Emperor really are. So that's the story that we got going on here. We're going to be doing a scouring battle between us. So we will, before we go any further, let's show you the two armies and psychic powers that will be battling it out here today. So for the Dark Angels, we'll be running a combined arms detachment, a Ravenwing attack squadron, and a Ravenwing strike force. Leading off the combined arms detachment, we have an Interrogator chaplain with Terminator armor. We have a 5-man scout squad with bolters. We have another 5-man scout squad with bolt pistols and extra close combat weapon. We have a 5-man Deathwing Knight squad with a Land Raider Crusader with a multi-melt upgrade as a dedicated transport. We have a 3-tank Predator squadron with twin-link las cannons and las cannon sponsons. We have a Ravenwing attack squadron with a land speeder with an assault cannon and a 3-bike attack bike squadron with multi-melta upgrades. And then for the Ravenwing strike force, we have a level 2 librarian on a bike with the Shroud of Heroes. We have a 3-man Ravenwing Black Knight squad. We have another 3-man Ravenwing Black Knight squad. We have a Dark Shroud. And last but not least, we have a Dark Talon. So for the Salamanders, they'll be running a combined arms detachment and a 1st company task force. Leading off the combined arms detachment, we have Vulcan Histan and a chaplain with the Drake Smiter. He also has a bolt pistol instead of the combi melta. We have a 5-man scout squad. The sergeant has melta bombs, and they have a land speeder Storm with a multi-melta upgrade and a Cerberus missile launcher. We have a 6-man tactical squad with a flamer, a veteran sergeant with a power axe and melta bombs, and a rhino as a dedicated transport. We have a 3-bike attack bike squad with multi-melta upgrades. We have a Land Raider Redeemer with the Istvan 3 upgrade. Then for the 1st company task force, we have a 7-man Stern Guard squad with 4 combi meltas, 2 melta guns, and the sergeant has melta bombs, and they have a drop pod as a dedicated transport. We have a 6-man Stern Guard squad with 3 combi meltas, a melta gun, a heavy flamer, and a drop pod as a dedicated transport. Then we have a 9-man Stern Guard squad with 2 heavy flamers, 2 combi flamers, and a drop pod as a dedicated transport. And last but not least, we have a 5-man Terminator squad with Thunderhammers and Storm Shields. Alright, for Psychic Powers for the Dark Angels, he rolled on Interomancy. So he has Mind Worm, then he rolled and got Seed of Fear and Mind Wipe. Alright, those are the two armies that will be battling here. Let's show you deployment. I've got my scout squad in here on top of a number 3-point objective. I've got my Land Raider with my Deathwing Knights inside with the Interrogator Chaplain with them. I've got the entire attack squadron over here with the 3 attack bikes and the land speeder. I've got my 3 Predator tanks here on top of the 4-point objective. We've also got an infiltrated scout squad right over here. In reserve, we've got the Ravenwing strike force, and those guys are inside the Land Raider. Going over here for Salamanders, he's got his Land Raider over here, right by a 2-point objective, and he's got his Terminators are inside there, along with Vulcan Histan and the Chaplain. We've got the Scout Squad over here. There's a 2-point objective just the other side over here. Then we've got the 3 attack bikes over here. And we have the Rhino over here with the tactical squad inside, right by a 3-point objective. And in reserve, he's got all his dude bros in the drop pods. So as of right now, the Salamanders are going to go first, unless I can seize the initiative on my face. Yeah, that's how it goes. My Whistling right at ya. Oh yeah, feels good. All right, so we will come back to you after movement phase for the Dark Angels here on turn 1. All right, movement phase for the Dark Angels. This guy shot up 12 inches past his dangerous terrain test. These guys moved up here 6 inches, jump on that objective. These guys shot up 12 inches, looking over here. These guys pivoted over here, looking at his Land Raider, which they can see. He'll be getting a cover save, but they can see him, which is what's important. So that's a movement phase. My Psyker is still in reserves right now for the Ravenwing Strike Force. So we will come back to you after with shooting phase here on turn 1. All right, starting out the shooting phase, my Land Speeder here is going to fire into his Land Speeder. He said he will jink. So the greens are going to be the Assault Cannon, blacks are going to be the Heavy Bolter. So hitting on 3s. Alrighty. So these are strength 6, these are strength 5, so looking for 5s to glance, looking for 4s to glance. 6s are rending, but that doesn't make a difference because they'll also be pens anyway. So looking for 5s and 4s. Nothing. All right, but each did get a hit, which means that my attack bikes will get +1 ballistic skill, which, by the way, are going to attack now into his storm there. So the greens are going to be the 3 multi-meltas. The blacks are going to be the 3 bolter guns, twin linked on those. They're all going to be hitting on 2s since they get +1 ballistic skill for because the Land Speeder hit them. So looking for 2s. All right, all hits. The blacks are looking for 6s to glance. The greens are looking for 2s to glance. Here we go. Lots of 1s there. All right, so we got 1 pen. 4-up Jinx save. Oh, well played, sir. All right, these dude bros are going to fire into his Land Raider. So I've got the blacks are going to be the 3 twin-linked. The greens are going to be the 6 non-twin-linked las cannon shots. All hitting on 3s. All right, twin-linked on this one. Whoop, nope. All right, so that's a miss. All right, so these all hit. They have Tank Hunter, Monster Hunter, as long as there's 3 of them there. So we're looking for 5s to glance and re-rolling because of Tank Hunter. Ooh, wow. Okay, pretty good. I will take that. All right, these you can re-roll. All right, nothing from those. But we still have 4 penetrating hits here. So we've got 4 4-up saves here because it's going through buildings. Oh, wow. 1 goes through. 1 goes through, so he's got 3. Can I get a 6? Just need 1 6. That's all I need. If I get the 6, Tata might punch me in the throat, but I think it might be worth it. It would be hilarious. Show me my face! Oh, 4. So that becomes a 5, so weapon destroyed. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He pointed to the flamer, the assault cannon flamer. So let's see. 6. So the other flamer is kaboot. All right, sounds good. So we'll keep moving on. All right, my Land Raider here is going to fire into his Land Speeder Storm. So, Power of the Sheet Spirit's going to make the multi-melta, the red one, fire at full ballistic skill. Everything else is going to be snap firing since they move 12. Greens are going to be the Assault Cannon. Blacks are going to be the Hurricane Bolter. So, everything is going to be hitting on 3s except for the multi-melta hitting on, no, I'm the other way around. Sorry. Everything's going to be hitting on 6s. The red's going to be hitting on a 3, and everything's twin-linked except for the red one. So, looking for 6s and 3s. Okay, nothing so far on those. I did get the multi-melta. These ones are all twin-linked. Oh, nothing else. All right, but let's see if this can do anything. So, looking for a 2 to glance. That's a pen. He's got a 4-up Jinx save. Oh, and he makes it! Oh, he's so excited, and it makes me angry. All right, so we will come back to you. I think that might be it for shooting. I think that's all I've got here to shoot. So, yeah, I think that's it for my shooting phase, and no one's going to charge anything. So, yeah, that was a rough. All right, so we'll come back to you after movement phase for the Salamanders here on turn 1. Movement phase for the Salamanders here on turn 1. This guy moved up 6, and then these guys disembarked, looking to get the charge off on these guys. These guys dropped in. That's the squad with the heavy flamer and the 4 Melta-esque weapons. So one Melta gun, I think, and 3 combi Meltas here. Looking over here on my scout squad, trying to take them out. These guys dropped in. This is the one with all the Melta. Every Melta that has ever melted will Melta on these guys. And then these guys shot up so that they can try to get a couple shots on here. And those guys stood still. All right, so that's it for movement phase. We'll come back to you with the shooting phase for the Salamanders here on turn 1. All right, so we're going to start over here. They're going to shoot onto the scouts over there. His heavy flamer can hit all 5 of them. So he's going to be wounding on 3s. Re-rolling doesn't need to. They are all dead because it's ignores cover and AP4. Womp womp. All right, his Land Raider is going to fire into my Land Speeder here, and I'm going to jink. Man, that Land Raider Land Speeder thing, that's not going to get easy. I'm going to mess that up somehow. Anyway, he's going to jink. So here come the assault cannon shots, hitting on 3s, twin linked.
Thank goodness.
For you, thank goodness.
Oh.
Yeah, that's right. And then looking for 4s. I got 1, that's a pen. 4 up, jink save. Yeah, he good. I forgot to show in the movement phase his land speeder actually shot up into that building there. So he's going to fire his multi-melta at my land speeder here. I'm already jinking. He jinked last turn, so it's going to be hitting on 6, but he's twin linked because Vulcan is giving twin link to Melta. So hitting on a 6, twin linked. No. All right, now the dude bros inside are going to fire at the land speeder here. So he's going to have 5 guys with bolters. These are all going to be hitting on 6s since he jinked. The red ones are twin linked, or not twin linked, master crafted. All right, so that doesn't hit, but he's still got 2 hits here. He's going to be strength 4 onto armor 10, so looking for 6s again. No. All right, so we've got these guys are going to fire into my predators over here. So they're all going to pop their combis. They're going to fire 6 Melta shots into my side armor here. So re-rolling 1 because of preferred enemy. All right, re-roll that one. All right, so we've got 5 hits. These are all Melta. Oh, okay. All right, so there's 1 pen. We've got 2 pens. Oh, Jesus. 3 pens. 4. Yeah, that's 3 pens. Yep.
Yeah. And that's a
4 pens because it's armor 11 and a glance. All right. So how do you want to do this? I guess the glance, or do you want to start with the pens?
Let's start with the pens.
All right, they're going to start with the pens. So on to the first one here. This is Melta, so it's AP1. So we'll start one at a time. So +2 to the result. That first one blows up. Okay, next one. +2, weapon destroyed. Weapon destroyed, so it's a wreck regardless. Yeah. So that's a wreck. So 1 dead, 1 is a wreck, and 1 has 1 glancing shot onto it. Oh, brutal! So when that exploded, it took out 2 of his guys. I'll take it because that's all I'm going to be given. So. All right, moving on. All right, these guys here are going to fire into my last predator over here. So we got 3 multi-meltas hitting on 3s.
Twin linked.
Twin linked because of Vulcanistan. All right, so that's 3 hits. Not in Melta range, looking for 5s to glance on a front armor 13. We got a glance and a pen. And the pen, does it explode? No, it does not. So, all right, there go all of those dudes. Oh, brutal. All right, so this drop pod and this drop pod are going to fire into my land speeder there. So we're hitting on 3s. Alrighty, 3 hits, looking for 6s to glance. We got no glances, okay. Alright, so Vulcanistan there is going to fire his flamer at the bikers there. He can hit all 3 actually. So these are strength 5, looking for 4s to wound, re-rolling because he's Vulcanistan, so we got 2 wounds. Alright, 2 3-up armor saves. Oh, 1 wound, okay. All right, so they're going to charge into him. That's the end of the shooting phase. So moving on over here to the assault phase. They're going to assault my bikers. So they're going to fire Overwatch. We've got the 3 blacks are going to be the 3 multi-meltas. The greens here are rapid firing bolt guns that are twin linked. So they've got Grim Resolve and didn't jinx. So they're going to be hitting on 5s and 6s. Oh, that one.
There's 1.
Yeah, that one's cocked. There's like a weird little lump thing going on. No, wrong one. Weird little lump thing on the table there. All right, so Those are misses. Oh, the green ones are re-rolling though. So these are twin linked. Oh, wow, okay, lots of bolter shots. But he's got 2+ armor, so that's going to be nice. But this one's not 2+ armor. So the black is going to be wounding on 2. The greens are going to be wounding on 4s. Oh, you frick! 4s. So we've got 4 2+ armor saves. Do you want to do 2 at a time before it gets to your dude bro there? They're good. And they're all good. They're all good. Then you want to roll the distance there for them to charge. 9 inches, they will be in. All right, so we'll move them in and wait for them to just pummel on these guys. All right, so we'll come back to you with the fight so phase. All right, so here we go. First is going to be Vulcan to stand there at initiative step 6. So he's got weapon skill 6, so he's going to be hitting on 3s. He's got 3 attacks base plus 1 for the charge, so we've got 4 attacks. His weapon is strength 6, AP 3, mastercrafted, and it's digital weapons. So. And he also has the chaplain there, so everything's going to be re-rolling here first turn of combat. So, looking for 3s to hit. All hits, no need for the re-roll there. So strength 6, looking for 3s to wound. 1 wound. Oh, digital weapon, so 2 wounds. All right, so he will kill one of my dude there. All right, so we'll keep moving on. All right, now my guys are going to go in next. So they've got 2 attacks each, hitting on 4s. Alrighty. Wounding on 4. That's a wound. 2+ armor save. He's good. Alright, we'll come back to you with all their hammers. Alright, so he's got the Drake's. We're going to go on here to his chaplain now. He's got the Drake Smiter, so he's going to do 1 attack here. That's strength D. So hitting on 3, so it hits D strength. 1, nothing. Oh, but he's got digital weapons. 1 again! Yeah, I'll take it. I'll take it. Not that the other 5 hammers aren't going to kill me anyway. But it's, you know, it's a moral thing. You know, it makes me feel better about myself. All right, so here come the hammer attacks. They've got 2 base each plus 1 for the charge. So they're going to be hitting on 4s. Rerolling because the first round of combat with a chaplain. There's another 3 in there. Yeah, not that it matters much. So you got 2 that missed. Yeah, that's going to be the difference maker. Wounding on 2s. Yeah, they all did. All right, so. Yeah, so they're dead. So they will consolidate, and then we'll come back to you after movement phase for the Dark Angels here on turn 2. All right, movement phase here for the Dark Angel on turn 2. This guy shot back. This guy moved over here, passed his dangerous terrain test, and disembarked those dude bros who are looking on them. Then over here, in comes the Raven Wing. This guy came in looking on those guys. These guys all came in looking on these guys. So that's the movement phase here for the Dark Angels. Moving on to Psychic phase. I rolled a 2, leaving me with 4 dice, leaving my opponent with 2 dice. And he is going to try to mind wipe these guys. So I need 3 for this to pass. It does not go off. All right, so we'll come back to you with the shooting phase here on turn 2. All right, so starting with the shooting phase, this 3-man squad here with the librarian are going to fire onto these guys. So I've got 6 plasma talon shots coming in and 2 bolter shots coming in because everything's within rapid fire range. So hitting on 3s. All right, twin linked. Oh man, I do not need to see those 1s again this turn. Come on. All right, got 1. Everything else hit. 3+ armor save because it gets hot. He's good. So we've got 5 plasma talon shots, wounding on 2s, AP 2. Then I've got the blacks are going to be wounding on 4s, whatever. But the thing is, they're fearless because of their formation. Therefore, they can't go to ground. So if I can get 2s on all those greens, they're just dead. So let's see what happens here. Looking for 2s and 4s. Oh, 1 will possibly survive. He's got to make, so 4 of them are just dead. And then 1 of them has to make 2 armor saves or he's dead. Oh, he did. All right, so that unit is dead. All right, now these guys are going to fire into the drop pod. So we've got 6 shots again coming from them. Hitting on 3s. All right, twin linked. Oh, come on, guys. Really, you going to do this to me? All right, 3+. Nope, 1 of them is dead. Great, good job, jerkuses. So now they need 5s to glance. We got 2 pens plus 2 because it's open top there. So let's see, looking for 1 5. No, not getting it. 3, just 2. Well, the weapon got destroyed twice, so it's got nothing there, but it's got 1 hull point, and one of my guys died. Not great, not great. All right, so he's gonna fire his rift cannon at these guys. Gonna place it like right there, so it's gonna hit all 3 on a direct hit. Let's see, direct hit. Come on, do a direct hit. Do it, do it, do it. Basically a direct hit. All right, so we got 3 hits on them. Strength 10, AP 1.
Oh, jinx.
Oh yeah, he said he's gonna jinx. So strength 10, AP 1. So here we go, looking for 2s to wound. All right, so we got 3 wounds here, 4 plus jinx saves, 1 saved. That's BS. All right, I forgot that the weapon ends up being vortex. So we checked through everything, and he could still take his jinx save. So they jinked, but they also got blinded. So they failed their initiative test, so they're going to be blind. But I mean, they were already jinking, so they would have been fine for that anyway. But it's also vortex, so that's staying right there. So that could be pretty brutal. So we'll see what happens going on with that. So anyway, moving on to the shooting phase. All right, this guy here is going to fire into these dude bros here. So we've got greens are going to be the assault cannon, blacks are going to be the heavy bolter. All going to be hitting on 6s because he jinked. All right, got 1 heavy bolter shot in there. Wounding on a 3. No, nothing. All right, so he's going to fire into these guys. It only moves 6, so the assault cannon and the multi-melter are going to fire full ballistic skill, so that's going to be the red and the black ones. The greens are the rapid-firing hurricane bolter that's going to be firing into them. So he's going to be hitting on 6s with that. But everything's twin-linked except for the multi-melter. So looking for 3s and 6s. Oh, frick you, multi-melter. All right. Twin linked. Nope, nothing there. All right, so these are going to be wounding on 2s, 6s are rending, and these are going to be wounding on 4s. So 2s and 4s. We got 1 rend, 2 wounds. So yeah, just 2 armor saves and 1 invul save. So why don't you do the invul first?
Invul, 3 up?
Yeah, 3 up.
Save.
Good, and then 2 2-ups. Good.
And 2 up.
He's good. All right. Chaplain's going to fire Storm Bolter into those guys. Interrogator Chaplain. So hitting on 2s, 2 hits, wounding on 4s. We got nothing. All right, the Scout Squad's going to fire into those guys. So we got 5 shots hitting on 3s. All right, wounding on 4s. That one's cocked. All right, so we got 2 wounds, 2 3-up saves.
Sergeant.
He's good.
Sergeant again.
He's good. All right, this guy's going to fire his heavy bolter into those guys. So hitting on 3s. All right, wounding on 4s. 1 wound. 1 3-up armor save. He's good. We also forgot to fire his hurricane bolters into these guys. So we got 2 hurricane bolters in rapid fire range. So that's 12 shots coming in. He's got strafing run, so hitting on 2s. Oh, pretty brutal. Twin link because they're hurricane bolters. Yep, brutal. All right, looking for 5s to wound. Cocked. All right, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, we got 4 armor saves.
So do 2 at a time. 1
wound.
2, 3.
So just 1. That was 1 too many, but still, you took 1 wound. All right, so moving on to the assault phase. These guys are going to assault into them. So we're going to do Overwatch. First comes the D3 Wall of Death. So 3, so strength 5, right? Yeah. So they're T5, so we're looking for 4s. Rerolling. Yep. All right, so you got 3 wounds there from that. So 3 2+ armor saves. They're good. And they're going to pop their plasma. So they're not plasma, sorry, they're Melta. So we've got 4 Melta shots coming in, hitting on 6s. We got 1. All right. And it's a wound. All right, and then 3+ invul save because of the shield there. No, one of them did. Okay, and then you've got the sergeant with his mastercrafted. Yeah. 1 hit. Mastercrafted, nope. 1 hit. Wounding on a 5. No, what is this? Strength what?
Because it's poison 2+.
He's got poison 2+? Yeah. Oh, because they're Stern Guard. I forgot about that. All right, so that's a wound. 2+ armor save. He's good. So one of them did. All right, now we're going to do the assault move in here. Yeah, they're in. So we'll come back to you with that. All right, so starting it off here, my Interrogator Chaplain's going to go first. So he's got 3 base plus 1 for the charge. He's going to be hitting on 3s. Re-rolling because of the first round of combat for Zealot. Okay, so I got 3 hits, strength plus 2. So it's going to be strength plus 2, so looking for 2s. We got 2 wounds, 2 3-ups. Oh, both did. Okay. All right, forgot about their Hammer of Wrath. Let's see if any of them wounding on the 4s. This is base strength. We got 2 wounds, so 2 3-ups. Okay, one of them dead from that. Okay. All right, so now moving on to initiative step 4. We're gonna have my guys and his guys. So why don't we do your guys first? So we've got 6 attacks coming in here, hitting on 4s. So we got 5 hits. Oh wow, nice shoot. Yeah. Looking for 5s. Yeah. That's 2. All right. So we've got 2 armor saves, and they are good with those. And then we've got my guys that are going to attack over here. So each of the guys with the maces of absolution are going to be the green ones. They've got base 2 plus 1 for the charge. They're going to be strength plus 2 AP 3. And then the black ones are going to be the Knight Master. He's got 3 base plus 1 for the charge. And he has Fleshbane on his. So these are all going to be hitting on 3s, re-rolling because of first round of combat. All right, first round of combat. Twin linked, basically. All right. So everything's, and this one too. So everything is going to be hitting on, wounding on 2s, AP 3. And they're dead. Okay. So that was pretty easy. All right, so we'll consolidate them, and then we'll come back to you with movement phase for the Salamanders on turn 2. All right, movement phase for the Salamanders here on turn 2. These guys moved up, looking onto this guy. Those guys moved up. Oh, this is the vortex that moved over this way off of his guys. This guy shot over this way after disembarking his dude bros inside of the building over there. He pivoted around. And these guys came in. They scattered from over there 11 inches and just stayed on the board. Seriously, if it was 12 inches, he would have been gone. Or if the arrow had been pointing a little bit more this way, he would have been gone. So, yeah, super lucky. Anyway, so they're going to pop out there. They got a bunch of flamers looking on these dude bros. So, that's what we've got here for movement phase. So we'll come back to you with the shooting phase. All right, so the land speeder storm is going to fire into these guys with the Cerberus. Strength 4, AP 6, right?
Yep.
All right, that's direct hit. So that's going to hit all 6 of them, or 5 of them. There's only 5 of them there left. All right, so we'll come back to you with that. All right, so here come the 5 hits. Looking for 5s. We got 1 5. AP 6 on a 2+. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Unbelievable. And a blinding test, initiative 5. They're good. Oh. Now he's gonna fire the multi-melt into them, hitting on a 3. That's a hit, wounded on a 2. No, I'll take it. This drop pod's gonna fire Stormbolter into them, hitting on 3s, 2 hits, wounding on 5s. We're at 1 wound. Oh god. 2+. Nope. Nope. It's the day of 1s. Dice are laughing at me. Dice are laughing at me. All right, now we got the assault cannon from there into these guys over here, hitting on 3s, twin linked. All right, so 3 hits, strength 6. They're now down to toughness 4, so looking for 2s. 2 regular wounds and 1 rending wound. So I'll do the rending first, 3+. Nope. Wow. Wow. Okay. And then we got 2 armor saves here. Wow. Wow. All right. So, yeah. Wow. That's just gonna let you all ponder on that one for a bit. But I had to take 3 saves. I rolled 2 1s. That's right, Phil Dice. Just putting it out there. So if anyone ever accuses me of weighting my dice, show them this clip. All right, these guys are gonna fire into my flyer there. I'm not gonna jink because I feel like there's a good chance he's not gonna hit. And even if he did hit, I would be rolling a 1 for my save anyway. So I'm just not gonna do it. I'm just gonna go out there, just see what happens. So 3 multi-melt is hitting on 6s. Nothing so far, but twin link because of Vulcan. Yay! Finally worked out in my favor. All right, these guys are going to fire onto this squad over here with my librarian and the Black Knights there. So he's got 2 heavy flamers and 2 combi flamers. He's going to pop the combi flamers. So with the heavy flamers, he can hit these guys, hit everyone in the squad twice, and he also hits this twice with the heavy flamers. Then the combi flamers just hit these guys. So there's going to be 8 heavy flamer shots and 8 regular flamer shots coming in here. So we're going to do the heavy flamer shots first. They're going to be twin linked because of him being salamanders. So wounding on 4s because of strength 5. All right, twin linked. All right, so we've got 5 armor saves that I got to make here. Swear, if they're all 1s, I'm just going to rage quit 40K right here on camera. And I'm going to make sure I post this and just rage quit on the internet. Then I'll go viral. So, 5, 3+ armor. Well, I'm going to do the lookout sirs afterwards just to save time on. Is that cool with you? It's the same saves because it's 3+ armor saves. So 3+ armor saves. Failed 1. All right, and it was a 1, but they weren't all 1, so I don't have to rage quit. Lookout sir. Officially lookout sir. So 1 of them is dead. Then we've got the 8 regular flamer shots coming here.
You want to do the 2 heavy flamers going there?
No, let's do the 8 onto the here. Let's just keep going with this unit. So we've got 8 regular flamer shots coming in on these guys. So these are going to be wounding on 5s. That one's cocked. All right, re-rolling because of being Dude Bros Salamanders. Oh wow, a bunch there. So 3, 6. So we've got 6 from these guys. We got more wounds from the less strength flamer. Oh, all right, 6 3+s. Failed 2 on 1s. So many 1s. Let's see if I can look out sir those. I do suck so bad. Those are officially moved, so that there goes that squad there. All right, yeah, moving on. All right, now we're gonna do the heavy flamer onto these. So we got 2 shots looking for 5s to glance, 6s are pens.
And re-rolling?
I got 1 glance. 1 glance. All right. All right, now the bolters are going to be rapid firing into him. He's not going to jink because he doesn't have Ravenwing special rule, so there's no real benefit to doing that. It'll be 3+ regardless. So here come the rapid fire shots hitting on 3s. Oh, hey! Hey, I'll take that. Master crafted though on the red ones because the sergeant. So you got a couple shots in there. So, yep, roll those. Looking for 5s. 2s. Oh, because poison 2+. So we got 3 poison shots coming in there. I forgot because they got special ammunition because they're stern guard. Looking for 3s. 1 wound. All right, still alive. Now the storm bolter is going to fire into him. So hitting on 3s. 1 hit. Wounding on a 5. That's a wound. Oh, Jesus. 3 up. Oh, thank God. Thank God. All right, so that's it for shooting phase. So now coming into the assault phase, these guys are going to assault into my land speeder there. So needing 7 and not getting it, just out. Woo! All right, so we'll come back to you after movement phase for Dark Angels on turn 3. Forgot about his feel no pain from his Shroud of Heroes. So on a 5+, he didn't take that. Hey, smiling at me. All right, so the vortex came through and landed right there onto 3 of his guys. So, Destroyer hits here, 3 of them. Oh, 1 of them is just dead. And then 2 of them you can get cover saves for. So he's going to go to ground, so that's going to make it a 3-ups. 1 is 2 more dead, so 2 of them are dead. All right. All right, going over movement phase here for the Dark Angels. He dropped into hover mode, looking over this way. He shot up this way, looking over this way. These guys moved up this way. He also moved up this way. He's kind of over this way, running this way. This guy pivoted, looking over this way, and that's about it. So that's it, movement phase. So we'll come back to you with the psychic phase. All right, psychic phase. I rolled a 5, leaving me with 7 dice, leaving my opponent with 5 dice. So first thing we're going to do is he is going to cast Mind Worm onto these guys over here. So needing a 1 for this, I'm going to roll 4 dice. Getting it with 3. Do you want to try to deny it? You're going to let it go? All right. It's a focus Witchfire, so I'm going to put it on his stand. Because it's a focus Witchfire, so you can choose a model in the unit if I got more than 1 on here. Does that change your mind? Do you want to try to deny that? You still have 3. No, you still gonna let it go? All right. So he's gonna put it onto his stand there. So it's Strength 6, AP 2. Ignores cover. So hitting on he still needs to hit. So hitting on a 3, it's a hit. Wounding on a 2. No! Oh, the ones! The ones today! Ah! And then he's going to try to cast Force. That goes off with 2. Denying, not denying. All right, so that goes off. All right, so we'll come back to you with the shooting phase. All right, so we're going to start off with this guy. He's going to fire onto these guys with his Rift Cannon. So he's going to put it right there. See if it scatters. Direct hit. So that's going to hit 4. Did that roll 6s? Hold on. All right. So it was doubles again. I was just telling him that I literally I've never rolled doubles and gotten this go Vortex on me here. But now this is twice in a row using this thing that has gone Vortex. So these are now Destroyer hits. So man, I'm really looking for my face to smile up here. 4 face smiles. Let's see how we do here. Let's see how we do. All right, so Destroyer hits. No smiles. So we've just got 4 3-ups. So well, actually, coming from him, it's going to be 1 at a time. Do you want to do that because of him? So 3-up. He's good. He's good. It's good. Frickin' A.
And 3-up. It's good.
I hate this. I hate this game. I hate this game. I hate everything. I hate life. All right, let's see if the Hurricane Bolters can do anything. Rapid fire range, shooting in there, hitting on 2s because of strafing run. All right, twin link because of it being a Hurricane Bolter. Okay. Wounding on 4s. All right, so we got that's a fair number of wounds. So we got 3, 6. 7 wounds, 1 at a time until you get there. 2+. Good. He's good. He's good. Good. Good.
How many more?
Good. 1 more.
That's good. With
That's freaking good over there. Oh! All right, Land Raider's going to fire into here. He said that was harsh. I said, shut up. So here it comes. I've got the greens are going to be the 2 Hurricane Bolters. Everything's going to, he just pivoted, so everything's full ballistic skill. So greens are going to be the Hurricane Bolters. Blacks are going to be the Assault Cannons. Red's going to be the Multi-Melta. Hitting on 3s. All right. Everything is twin linked except for this, but that hit. So twin linked. All right. So 1 miss there. All right, so reds wounding on 2. Blacks are also wounding on 2. 6s are rending on the black. And greens are wounding on 4. All right, so we got 2 wounds. 1 AP, 1 wound. So we got 4 armor saves and 1 invul save. So I think you can do 3 at a time. You want to do the armor saves first? So 3 at a time because it's going to be 3 before you get to a special character.
3 armor saves.
Yeah, 2 pluses. That's good under there. It's like a 6. And then 1 more armor save.
1 more armor save.
He's good. And then a 3+ invul save for the Multi-Melta. All right, this squad here is going to fire into this squad here. Would you like to jink, sir? Plasma Talons?
Yeah.
Yes. So he's going to jink. So I've got 4 rapid fire and plasma talon shots in there, 2 rapid fire and bolt shots going in there. So hitting on 3s. Twin linked. All right. So we've got wounding on 2s, wounding on a 5. Okay, that's stupid. So 2 4-ups. No, so the front guys did. All right, I'll take that. Heavy bolter into these guys, hitting on 3s. All right, wounding on a 4. Got 1 wound, 3 up. He's good. He's gonna fire his assault cannon into the drop pod. So hitting on 3s. Okay. All right, strength 6. So I need a 6 to pen because it would be rending. But oh yeah, it's the open top, so it could pop. So needing another fill face. Yeah, there we go. So it's gonna be a wreck. But let's. Oh yep, he's got a 5-up cover save. Oh, are you? Just get out of here. Leave. Just run away. I don't want to see you anymore. It hurts. It hurt like on the inside, like deep down my very core. It hurts so bad. All right, the scouts over here are gonna fire into these guys because they can't do any worse than anything else is done. So hitting on 3s. Okay. Wounding on 4s. Okay, I lied. They can do worse than anything else. All right, that's actually going to be it. We'll come back to you with the assault phase. All right, these guys here are going to assault into them. They're jinking because why not? So here comes his Overwatch. So we've got the multi-meltas first. Hitting on 6s, twin link because of being Vulcan dude. Nope. And then we've got 4 shots from the bolters. Hitting on 6s, twin link because of being twin linked. Nothing. All right. So let's see if they could get in there. 4 inches? We're going to find out. We're going to measure that to make sure. All right. So I get over here. They're in combat. So we've got Hammer of Wrath coming in here. So only 2 of them made it into base to base there. So wounding on a 5. Got 1. 3 up. No. And he's dead because he only had 1 wound left. Hey, that's pretty good. All right, so here we go into combat. Initiative step 4. Everyone's going at the same time here. So his shot's coming in here, hitting on 4s, wounding on 5. That's a wound. Oh, God. 3 up. Okay, so he will kill 1 dude. Like a jerk. Moral victory. That's more than a moral victory, dude. All right, so here come my shots. So I've got 2 of the Black Knights in there. So they're going to be the green ones. They've got 2 base, plus 1 for the charge, plus 1 for extra close combat weapon. The blacks are going to be the Librarian, who's got the same exact thing. So, here come the shots coming into them. So hitting on 4s. Oh no, the blacks are going to be hitting on 3s. The greens are going to be hitting on 4s. Okay. All right. Now these are going to be strength plus 1 because they're the Corvus hammers, so we're going to be wounding on 4s. 6s are rending. Hey, we got 2 6s, so he is dead. Okay, so I'm actually going to put the wound on my Librarian because he's got I keep forgetting about his Shroud of Heroes. So he's got that. So you got the Shroud of Heroes. So I feel no pain on that one. Nope. So he's going to take a wound. All right, so that's going to be the end of Dark Angel's turn here on turn 3. So just want to show you an overview of the board that we got going on here. Not much Dark Angel's left. He's done a great job of mowing them down. But hey, there's still 2 vortexes that are floating around, so we'll have to see how those go. So we'll come back to you after movement phase for his turn Salamander's turn here on turn 3. All right, movement phase for Salamanders here on turn 3. These guys are moving over this way looking at my Land Raider. He's moving over this way looking at my Interrogator Chaplain. He is pivoting to look onto my Land Speeder. These guys, this moved up, and then these guys are disembarking here, so they're over here looking at these, and these guys moved up here. And these guys tried to move through cover, didn't get very far. So that's it for movement phase. So we'll come back to you with the shooting phase here for Salamanders. All right, starting off the shooting phase, he's going to shoot into him with the multi-melta, hitting on a 3. It's a hit. Wounding on a 2. That's a wound. 4+ Rosaria save, or he is dead. Come on, boy. You can do it. You've been praying to the Emperor, right? Yeah, he has! Woo! Here comes the Cerberus launcher. It's a direct hit. So strength 4, Luna 4s. 2+ armor save. Yeah, no more 1s. I already rolled on my 1s.
Blind check.
Woo! Oh, and now he's take a blind check because of that thing. Initiative 5.
Oh, he's blind.
All right, so he's blind. Good job. You had to smile at me then? Stormbolter into the blind guy over here. One hit. One wound. One armor save. Woo! Assault cannon into him. He's going to jink. Hitting on threes. Twin linked. Twin linked. All right. Looking for fours to glance. We got 2 pens. 2 4-up jink saves. Made 1. Reroll because of Ravenwing. No. The effect is a 3, so he's going to be shaken. All right, so moving on. Stormbolter from here is going to fire into him over there. Hitting on threes. 2 hits, looking for 6s to glance. Nothing. Adds up to a 6. Doesn't do anything. All right, these guys are going to fire into them. They're going to jink. So hitting on threes. All right. Wounding on 5s. Nothing. Ooh. All right, this squad here is going to fire into the bikers over there. So they're going to be, there's 6 guys that are shooting here, hitting on 3s. All right, Mastercrafted on that one, though. No! Wow, it was not meant to be. So 2 hits, wounding on 2s because of poison 2+. So that's 2 wounds.
That's enough.
Yep. I'm going to do 2 lookout sirs because this does make a difference. Oh, he's going to have to take 1, and then 1 is looked out sir. So the one that was looked out sir is going to be a 2+ jink save because of the Dark Shroud being there. Rerollable to a 4+ because of ITC. So that one's good. And then his is going to be a 4+, becomes a 3+ jink save. So it's the same as his armor save, but it doesn't make a difference. So 3+. He really needs this 3+. Oh, come on, come on. Yes! Well, that's Slay the Warlord for you because you can't get a 2+ on a lookout, sir. And I know that ITC said that he gets a Ravenwing special rule, but I'm taking the FAQ because it was an errata that changed the formation to say that you can take an HQ on a bike as well as the Ravenwing special rule. So he doesn't have the special rule, in my opinion, reading the errata and whatnots. So yeah, that's painful. Slay the Warlord. Yep. Stormbolter from there into them, hitting on 3s. All right, wounding on 5s. Nada. All right, they're going to fire onto these guys. The Flamer gets 1. That's a wound. 3-up armor save because he can't jink it. He's good. All right, these guys, the rest of the bolters are going to fire in here. So we've got 4 rapid-firing bolt guns and 1 bolt pistol, all hitting on 3s. Alrighty. Wounding on 5s because these are regular tacticals. So we got 1 wound, 2-up jink save. He's good. All right, so that's it for shooting phase. These guys are now going to charge into my Land Raider. So they need, it's 4 inches to get in because he's just out of 3 inches. So 4 inches to get in, +2 for going through cover here. So he needs a 6-inch charge, and he gets it by 1. Are you serious? Ugh. All right, so we'll move them in and we'll see what happens. All right, so here we go. We're going to go into here. The only thing that can do anything is going to be the hammers. So first we're going to go, he's going to do his, with the Drake Slayer, he's going to use the Mighty Strike, which makes it a strength D. So hitting on a 3. Oh, re-rolling because of digital. Oh, because of first round of combat, so it's a hit. Now it's a D strength hit. 3, so that's 3. We're going to figure this one out because of the modified table. All right, so it's D3 hull points. So he rolled 3. So he's down to 1 hull point. And it's a penetrating hit, so the effects of it is +1. Oh, it blows up anyway. Of course it does. Of course it freaking does. How far does it blow up? Do you want to roll that? Sure. 4 inches. All right, so we'll do that, and we'll come back to you with that. The blast wounded 6 of them, and he made every save. All right, so we'll come back to you after movement phase for Dark Angels on turn 4. All right, movement phase for Dark Angels. These guys failed their leadership test, fell back 10 inches, and then decided to just plop over this way, looking on these guys. He shot over this way, looking on those guys. He's still in hover mode, looking onto these guys. He shot over that way, looking on those guys, and he's running over that way. So that's it for movement phase here for the Dark Angels. No more Psyker since he killed my Psyker, so we'll come back to you with the shooting phase. All right, so these guys are going to fire into these guys here. They jinked, so they're going to be firing. They're going to be hitting on 6s, snapshots. So looking for 6s. Nothing so far. Twin linked. I got 2, and no gets hots. Woo! I'll take that. So 2 hits. Wounding on 2s. 2. They're just dead because those are the closest and they're out there. All right, so moving on. All right, this guy's gonna fire into these dude bros. He jinked and he had the penetrating result that gave him snapshots. So these are gonna be hitting on 6s. The blacks are gonna be the heavy bolter. Greens are gonna be the assault cannon. Looking for 6s. Nada, 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 nada. All right. I meant to show you one of the vortexes. There's the 2 that were going around went here. The other one rolled double, so it got lifted up. So, but now let's see if we can get more vortexes. He's gonna fire onto these guys, right to there. So he'll hit 5 if it's a direct hit, and if it's doubles, he'll go vortex again. So let's see what happens. Direct hit and doubles. Direct hit and doubles. It's fired 3 times and vortex 3 times. Unbelievable. All right, so that's a thing that happened again. All right, so it hits 5 of them on the D table because it's vortex now. All right, so on the D table, looking for lots of fill faces. Oh, we got 1 fill face, 1 nothing, and then 3 that are going to be vortex. So coming from here, there goes his chaplain. Wow, that's crazy town.
I can't look out, sir.
We're going to find out if you can look out, sir. All right, so it can. I mean, I don't see anything that says it can't be looked at, sir. So we're going to go with that. So look out, sir, on a 2+ because it's an independent character. Yep. So just one of the regular dude right there is dead. And then you've got 3 other that are going to be D3 wounds, right? But you can make the saves. So we're going to look out, sir, for the 3 of them. Whoa, one is going to be on. I think it's on his stand. We got to figure out which is closer, which of these is. But one of them is going to be on whoever's closer, and the other 2 are going to be on those other 2 bros there. So do you want to try to 3+ on the other 2 before we figure out the stand one? Sure. So 3+, he's good, and he's good on those. So we just got to figure out this the other one here. All right, so it was on the stand, and he rolled a 6, so he's good. So yeah, that's 3 shots that have become vortex, and he's only taken 1 wound from the shots. Unbelievable. All right, so we'll come back to you. All right, still got the hurricane bolter shots coming in here, hitting on 3s. That's a cock because that thing is. Oh no, I can't move that. All right. Twin link because it's hurricane bolters. Okay. God, 1s, so many 1s. All right, these are wounding on 4s. Okay, so we've got 3 wounds. Do you want to look out, sir, or do you want to try to tank it on him? Just take it. Take it. So 2+, 2+, 2+. Yeah, he's good. He is going to fire into the tactical squad there. So I got heavy bolter hitting on 3s. All right, 3 hits. Wounding on 3s. 1 wound. 3 up. Hey, someone actually died. All right, that's interesting. I didn't know you guys can actually die. All right, so that's actually it for shooting phase. We'll come back to you with the assault phase. All right, these guys are going to charge into them. They're going to jink because, I mean, we're going into close combat. So these are these overwatches. Yeah, reroll that one. All right, so hitting on 6s.
2 6s so far.
Yeah, 2 6s. Oh, 3 6s so far. And then one of those gets to reroll because of Mastercrafted. All right, so nothing else. So 3, looking for 5s. Oh, 2s because it's 2+, I forgot. So 3, because it's the special ammunition. So 3 up jink saves. And they're good, yeah. Let's see what the roll is to charge. 3 inches. That will not get them in. Ah, that sooks so hard. All right, so we'll come back to you after movement phase for the Salamanders on turn 4. All right, movement phase here for Salamanders. These guys shuffled around a bit so they can get some views over here. These guys shuffling up this way, looking onto him. He's looking the same way. I think he's probably going to try to shoot this guy. These two bros are moving through cover over here, looking to try to get up into their faces. He shot over this way to try to get some shots out of him. And that's it for the movement phase. So we will come back to you with the shooting phase. All right, so he is going to shoot into him with the multi-melta, hitting on a 3. That's a hit. Wounding on a 2. That's a wound. Can I get a 4+? All I need is a 4+. That's me kissing the die. Let's see if it liked it or not, and see if I ever do it again in the future. Did he pray to the Emperor? He did! Apparently I like to get kissed. Yeah! He's going to drop the Cerberus right on top of his head, or try to. That is going to 1-inch, so it'll still hit. So, want to see if it rolls? Look at a 4? No, nothing. But he still gets a blind test because he did get hit. Initiative! Yeah, he good. Stormbolter into him. Hitting on a 3. Nope. All right, he's going to fire into him. I am not going to jink because I want to shoot the vortex. By the way, one of them went over here, one of them disappeared. The one that was on top of them actually disappeared. So, here come the 3 shots. Hitting on 3s, twin linked. 4 shots, hitting on 3s. So that's 4 hits. Looking for 5s to glance. 6 is pen. We got 1 glance and 1 pen. The result of the pen is 4. So crew stunned. All right, so he's freaking snap firing anyway, piece of crap. All right, down to 1 hull point. All right, these guys are gonna fire into him with the flamer first, looking for a 6. Oh God, he gets it. All right, down to 1 hull point. Then we'll come back to you with the bolt shots. All right, now they're gonna fire into him. He's going to jink for here. So here comes the grenade shot. Nope, that does not hit. And then we've got 4 bolt pistol shots, hitting on 3s, looking for 6s. Nothing. All right. Now the Stormbolter is going to fire into them, hitting on 3s. Both hits, looking for 6s. Got nothing. Drop pod here is going to fire into my land speeder. Not going to jink, hitting on 3s, looking for 6s. Woo! Needed that. All right, these guys are going to rapid fire into these guys, hitting on 3s. They're jinking, by the way. They're jinking. Meant to say that. But. Oh. All right. All right. Looking for 5s. Oh, do 2s because he's got the poison special rounds. So, 7. So we got 5, 6, 7. All right. So 7. 3-up jink saves coming in here. All right. Make a not what? I made 2 of them. Rerollable. Ugh. They did. Yeah, they did. All right. These guys are going to fire into there, hitting on 3s. All right. 2 hits, looking for 6s. Nothing. All right. These moving on to assault here after shooting phase is done. They're going to assault into these guys. So I'm going to overwatch. Got 5 rapid firing bolters coming in here, hitting on 5s and 6s because of Grim Resolve. Okay. Got 3. Wounding on 4s. I got 2. 2 ups.
1, 2.
Yeah, he good. All right. So you want to do your charge distance? Oh, they are in. Oh, that's going to be brutal. All right. So we'll move them in and move on in the assault phase. All right. So then these guys are going to charge into there. I need double 1s. No, they are in. All right, so we'll move them in, and then we'll come back to you with a fight so phase. All right, so we're going to go over here to this fight over here first. Stan's going to go first, so he's got 4 attacks, hitting on 3s, re-rolling. All right, so he's got 3 hits, wounding on 2s. All right, 3 dead. Okay, and then we'll come back to you with my guys. All right, I've just got my 2 guys left here, so they're going to be hitting on 4s. Got 1, wounding on 4. Nope. And then he'll have his hammer hits. All right, here come all the hammer hits. Hitting on 4s. Re-rolling. Yeah. 4s re-rolling, right?
Yeah.
You just need to get 2 2s out of one of these. Okay. So you're saying there's a chance? Can you get not 2 2s? No, they're dead. They're smooshed. All right, so those guys got smooshed. All right, so moving on to the attacks over there on the Dark Shroud. All right, so coming over here, we've got 4 guys that are hitting on 3s. All right, 3 hits. Looking for 6s to glance. Oh no, they're using the grenades. Sorry, so looking for 4s to glance. No, nothing. But then the melted bombs from this dude. Hitting on 3. Oh, wow. Okay, so that's a thing. Woo! All right, so that's the end of the Salamander's turn here. So, I mean, not a lot going on here for the Dark Angels, but we'll carry on to turn 5 here and come back to you after a movement phase for the Dark Angels here. So in the world of supreme irony, the vortex moved and hit him. He's not zooming. He's in hover mode, so he's like basically on the ground. So that's gonna hit him. So, D effect. Yeah, he's dead. Okay, so he did. All right, movement phase for the Dark Angels here. We realized that we had done the double weapon destroyed on this, and I've already probably been yelled at by the internet at this point. But I didn't realize that double weapon destroyed then counts as immobilized or a weapon destroyed result without a weapon counts as immobilized. I did not know that. So the double weapon destroyed then went to immobilized, and since it was already immobilized, another hull point, which means it's dead. That's pretty cool. I'll take that. So he's over here, but he's looking on those guys. He is back over that way. And he is actually running up this way, trying to take on his scouts. Landspeeder Storm. Storm? Yes, Storm. Haha. All right, so we'll come back to you with the shooting phase for Dark Angels here on turn 5. All right, he is going to fire into these guys. Blacks are going to be the heavy bolter. Greens are going to be the assault cannon, hitting on 3s. Okay. So the greens are wounded on 2s. Blacks are wounding on 3s. Okay, 2 wounds, 2 3+ armor saves. Hey, there we go. I'll take that. He is going to fire into the Rhino over here. He's going to be snap firing because he jinked, hitting on 6s. Nope. He is going to fire his Storm Bolter into him. He's not going to jink. He'll just take that 5-up cover save behind those barrels there. So hitting on a 2. 2 hits. Glancing on a 6. Nope. No. Okay, so that's it for shooting phase. Moving on to the assault phase. He is going to assault into him. So we measured it, and he's a 6-inch charge there. Come on! Of course that's what I roll. Okay, so we will come back to you after movement phase for the Salamanders here on turn 5. Movement phase for Salamanders here on turn 5. These guys moved over this way, looking to take him out. These guys moved up this way towards him. This guy pivoted, looking over towards him. He's running away from him. Got scared of his skull mask thing. These guys stood still, and he has to stay still. So that's it for movement phase for the Salamanders. We'll come back to you with the shooting phase. All right, shooting phase. They're going to fire onto him. So the flamer gets a shot in there. Glancing on 6. Of course it does. Well, he's a wreck with your freaking 6 rolls on the flamers. Bwah, bwah. All right, this guy is going to fire into him. Oh, doesn't hit, but reroll because he's Hestan. Hits. So now needing a 2. That's a 3, so that's a wound. 4+, or he's dead. He's alive. Woo! Cerberus shot. Oh, that's going to go way off. Let's see where that goes. It doesn't hit anything. Bwomp, bwomp. All right, these guys are going to fire into him over here. So he's got 3 of them are going to fire rapid fire bolters. One's going to throw a grenade, and one of them has a mastercrafted bolter. That's rapid firing. So hitting on 3s. He's jinking, by the way. I told my opponent. I forgot to tell you on here. Alrighty. So those are all hits. Of course, my red melted die there is the grenade. 4s and 6s. All right. So we got 2 glance. Oh no, 1 pen and 1 glance. So which one do you want to do first?
Do the pen.
All right, we're gonna do the pen. Needing a 4 to jink it. He's good. And then the glance.
Where he dies?
Oh no! Reroll. Come on. Oh no, he did. Oh! And with that, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna call that a game since all I have left is that one dude over there. So yeah, a severely brutal game. No surprise here that the Salamanders won this one. I guess they showed I guess they showed us who's wearing the green armor today. So yeah, that was a brutal game. Some crazy dice, some crazy rolls. I have literally never seen the Dark Talons Rift Cannon turn into a vortex, and it was every shot turned into a vortex here. Unbelievable. That was Crazy Town. And then he blew himself up with the vortex. Oh my god, Crazy Town. Anyway, yeah, so that was super brutal, super crazy, and super fun. My opponent, Tada, is just always a gentleman and a scholar and a fun guy to play with every time, so I really freaking loved it. I hope you guys all enjoyed it. Share, like, and subscribe to the video as always. I've been Phil, the Glacial Geek. My opponent's been Tada. Until next time, have fun. Alright, Fire Dragons and the Shirking Pistol from the Farseer are going to fire, see, I got it right that time, onto these guys over here. So the Farseer hitting on 2, I imagine, right? Hitting on 2 with the Shirking Pistol. That's a hit. And he gave him back a wound. No, just kidding, I still have 1.
How's that?
Yeah, there we go, fine, I guess, if you want to take it away again. Alright, so what's the strength on this?
Strength 4.
Strength 4. So strength 4, rending on 6s. So, nope, that's not enough. Oh no, it is enough. That is enough. Yep, that's a wound. He's going to look out, sir. 2+, and then they're going to jink. They're jinking here, so they've got 3+ jink saves since they've got the thingy skilled rider. So on a 3, re-rolling because of Raven Wing.